Today is day 43 of my 100 days of gratitude, and kids, plug your ears. As Keith would say, holy snap and arseholes, it's cold outside today. So I'm just gonna open the door and show you the winter wonderland that is Canada right now. I'm hoping I'm doing it justice. There's our neighbor shoveling. Keith has luckily gotten rid of all the snow in our driveway. There's our beautiful car. It's actually not as cold as it's been, but it is snowy and not terribly nice out. Oh, there's another Christmas decoration that I have right now. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I am very grateful to be a Canadian. Obvious ones are universal health care. We live in a free country. People are typically nice, not always, but typically. And something that I didn't really realize was important to me until I was diagnosed with cancer was seeing this vast country that we have. And I kind of have the shakes today, so the camera is a little shaky. But I always wanted to travel abroad, and I was lucky enough to do that. And then, yeah, I kind of started discovering our country and recognizing its beauty. And as of June, at the age of 32, I had been to all 10 provinces, which I'm extremely proud of. Like East Coast is so awesome. Like you cannot find nicer people than the people out in the East Coast. Keith and I, for one of my birthdays, I think in 2013, Keith surprised me with a weekend trip out to Nova Scotia. And it was just awesome. It was so great out there. People were, like, we were asking directions and people were like, oh, Judy can take it. Like we were in a little grocery store and there's a manager in there and we said, how do we get to, I think it was a liquor store, to be honest, that we were trying to find. And he said, oh, Judy, who was in line, I don't know if her name was Judy, but Judy here lives around the corner. She can take you. So we hopped in our vehicle and Judy took us, and then she like took her arm out and like went like this to like turn left there. And sure enough, we ended up at the grocery store. Obviously like PEI, same thing. People are just so kind. Keith and I love seafood, so that's handy, like so delicious. And then coming west, we're in Ontario. And then going out, like Alberta is definitely one of our favorites. It's just stunning out there. And then Keith and I went to see family in BC this year, and same thing, like it's just gorgeous. And you know, just meeting the people from across the country, and it's such a wonderful country to be a citizen of. And I'm very, very grateful. I often think, Keith and I have had the conversation many times, that had I been born 2 hours south, give or take, we'd be bankrupt. We would have no money. We would have, like, the amount I've had in my life, I've had 6 surgeries. I don't know how many MRIs or CT scans or procedures or mammograms, doctor's visits. I have to be over 1,000. I have to be. And are we great? No. Is our leader perfect? No. Is he comparable to other leaders down south? No. I'm just every day I'm so grateful to be Canadian. And when we travel abroad, I'm very, very proud to say where we grew up. We've always lived in Canada. We have all 4 seasons. As you can see, it's obviously extremely wintry out there today, but equally it'll reach 40 degrees in the summer, obviously Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And yeah, we're really lucky. We're really lucky all around to have the freedom that we do, to have the freedom that we take for granted. And having traveled a little bit to developing countries, and there's nothing like having those plane wheels touch down and knowing that you're home. So today I am so grateful to be Canadian.